Alright, got the Blitz Pro in. Surprised it actually came in on time. Actually early. It was supposed to come in on Tuesday, but came in on Saturday. So perfect, because I don't work. Like most people who got the Blitz Pro. Got this on the group buy, pay the $100 deposit, pay the $1,500 final payment. 2 or 3 weeks after, I asked them if I can still buy it, and they said yes. So very fortunate to have this right now. So far, my initial impression coming from the C8, the Falcon, the M10-5, this thing is huge. It's gigantic. It feels heavy. It hurts the side of your leg if you don't pad it up, which was the first thing I did. I then immediately replaced the actual pads with my friend's old one, and then I duct taped the whole thing and then put a leather wrap on it to make it look a little bit better. I then made a seat just out of the pedal covers that came in the packaging. I folded that in half, cut it into a little rectangle, and then put leather wrap around it and put Velcro on top of the wheel and then underneath it so I can just take it on and off whenever I need to. It's surprisingly comfortable enough, especially with the suspension very plush. I have the suspension dialed at about 180 and completely soft, and I have the rebound at like 60 and completely soft on the left. This is enough for my weight and a little bit of preload when I stand on it, but it is very cushiony. I can pop off curbs without even feeling anything, but very nice to carve around. It doesn't have that bouncy suspension feel that you have with the smaller wheels, where when you carve you can just bounce left and right with it, but it makes up for it for the ability to carve very clean due to the 20-inch tires. I finally got the pads set up correctly with a little bit of pressure on the shin and heavy on the brake pads, because the last thing I want is not be able to brake with this thing. I have it pretty tight but loose enough to where if I want to ride without having to rely on the cushion or the pads for any input where you're just touching it, it's nice to be able to ride like that when you feel like it and not be completely locked in. But with this wheel, you really want to be locked in because you need almost full control over it, because the weight over 100 pounds, you can really feel it. And I've dropped it 2 or 3 times just from mounting and then having my legs just be too tired to hold up. The Blitz definitely is more of a cruiser and ability to jump on the street. I don't even like riding on the street, but with this, knowing that it's so stable and you're not gonna fall over and you can just accelerate out of any location or even just get to the side of the street and stop, doesn't seem too bad. Almost makes you feel confident enough to go on the street, and I'm not even a street person. It's summer here, so I can actually ride the streets anytime I want because there's no one on the streets. It's kind of nice. Let's talk about the size. It is massive. I ran into people in the hallway and they almost freaked out seeing it. They had a look of fear in their eyes for a split moment, and there was like 5 people right when I got out of the elevator, and I was sweaty from the ride, but it looked pretty intimidating. That never happens on the M10-5. This literally makes the other wheels look and feel like toys. It has such presence and heftiness to it that you have to treat this thing with respect. You can't just drop this on the ground like you can with other wheels being goofy and stuff. This can actually kill you probably. Like if you fall forward sitting down playing around, this thing spins up, whacks you in the head, you're gone. The wheel is actually very heavy. When you're mounting and unmounting, I still find it very difficult to mount it. Mostly because my legs are super tired. Actually, yeah, that's probably right, because The first day, I didn't have any trouble mounting, but for the last few hours, I could not mount for shit. It was very painful. I'm actually gonna let my legs rest for maybe a day, at least until tomorrow afternoon. I feel great about this purchase, and I don't have a fear of bigger wheels now, knowing that I can click with it. You know, when you get that ability to accelerate and brake and just carve and it all fits and you're not really fighting it, that's the feeling you get with this wheel. I think because it's so light, it feels light compared to the size of the wheel, the tire itself, because it feels like the C8 but much more stable and can handle the terrain much better. I was able to get the suspension dialed in where there's enough bounce and there's enough rebound where I don't feel like I sunk into the ground, where I'm kind of bouncing off the ground and then I'm not slowly being dragged up, I'm kind of bouncing up. So I'm just at that point. So I think I'm gonna sit at this suspension for a little bit and see how it feels, because it feels nice. I can bottom it out on the bottom of a little hill. Like if you're about to pop up a little bump, you can bottom it out, but I want mine very plush, so bottoming it out like that is not a big deal. And going downstairs wasn't an issue either. The look of it is amazing. It just looks like a well-built machine. It looks real. It looks like a real device that belongs on the street because of its size, and the lights pretty bright enough where I think during the day you can see a little bit of it, but at night it's really nice. So at just 25 miles, it's been a blast. It's been very difficult. My leg is extremely tired. I'm very sore. I tweaked my back pulling that giant thing out of the box, and I know I need rest. I feel overstimulated, but I am going to enjoy this wheel probably for the next few days heavily, and summer is perfect for this time because there's nobody around and I'm gonna really be able to squeeze some miles out of this.